And we're live.
We are live, baby. What up, leaguers? Welcome to the spectacular Spoiler League. I'm the Pandan, Superman, the mayor of Hype City, HazyRome, and as always, I'm joined by the God of Night, the Prime Minister of Post-Production, DeepBoyce. And today we are live for an episode of One's Gotta Go Weekly, baby. We are reviewing each and every Arrow show this week: Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Flash, and Arrow, baby. And one's gotta go, because that's the way the game is played. You already know that. But if you're not watching on the live stream, if you're not here live, that's okay. It's all right. We'll forgive you. But enjoy the show. DeepBoyce, what up, man?
Nothing, man. I just put on this, I guess, flannel T-shirt. I guess flannel button-up right here, and it makes all the difference because I was looking all crazy. I mean, I still look all crazy, but a little bit more presentable for the people out there, live or watching the video. Man. Trying my best, you know. It's just it can't be too many disasters all at once. I mean, I'm balding, and then I have this shirt that's too big, and I'm just not ready. But I got this on, so it just completed the look of just kind of like business casual for a stream.
I'm definitely not commenting on any of those things, sir. I'm just here to pick one that's gotta go, sir. Okay. It's week 2 of the Arrowverse, people.
Yes, it is.
We had 4 shows this week. One of these shows has got to go. DeepBoyce, what's on your mind? Tell me about this week, man. What's been good with this week?
I can tell you coming into this video, I had thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be on the fly in terms of what my one's got to go. I think it was a solid week of television. I don't know how people out there are going to feel about it, what their opinions are on each respective show. I kind of have an idea. People don't like Supergirl, they're not going to like Supergirl, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But,
for real.
Again, the ones that usually lag behind, Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow, weren't that bad. Like, particularly Legends of Tomorrow, I thought, hey, they're formulating something here that at least makes some sort of sense, and they're not tripping too much on the whole time traveling shenaniganery that's been going on. But
okay. So let me get this straight. So this seems like a bit of a 180 from last week for you, man. I'm just putting that out there because last week, I mean, we were kind of going in on Legends of Tomorrow. So what you're trying to say is a 180? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, not a full 180. Not a full 180.
Okay. All right. I'm just
we still got a ways to go.
I'm gonna check the people in the chat and the people watching is gonna check.
We got a ways to go before I do a full 180 on Legends of Tomorrow. They gotta earn that. They gotta prove it to me. Honestly,
that's fair.
I'm just saying that it's a little more difficult this week. There's not a clear one that's gotta go.
Okay, interesting. But you still got to pick one.
I do. That's why we're here today. That's what the video is all about.
The name of the game, baby. The name of the game.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with Supergirl this week.
Ooh, the girl of steel bites the dust. Why? What kind of Danvers, man? She not making you happy?
Well,
What's the problem?
It was just it was the weakest one this week. Honestly,
okay.
I think the idea, whatever the villain, I'm forgetting the name of the villain. I mean, it was a lot like I guess Vertigo from The Flash.
Yeah.
Well, it was different powers, but basically she just kind of does something, and you're just like, oh my god, I can't. I'm gonna fall. And then, she was she was psychic, and she would prey on the deepest fears of people, and then they would just bug out, etc., etc. I just didn't understand why she was doing what she was doing. Did they explain it at any point in the episode? Did I miss something? Is there any reason why she's robbing banks and just...
That is the ongoing problem with these villain of the week scenarios, man. Yeah. It's like you can't really figure out what they're up to. I mean, she just seemed like many villains on being happy with being evil. I mean, Sai, I got to sigh when I talk about Sai. Because Sai is the villain of the week, but I just didn't like... We're going to talk about Martian Manhunter in addition to talking about Sai. Because, as usual, immediately when Martian Manhunter enters the equation, he gets nerfed. He's like, she's the most powerful psychic I've ever met. I'm like, come on, dude. Come on, man. every time Martian Manhunter meets up with somebody, he's like, "Oh my god, they're knocking me out."
And the thing is, is always like,
I'm sick.
He's always like,
I'm sick of them.
He's always like, I think I should be able to do it.
Yeah.
And then his eyes glow red, and he's like, oh my god, this. I know the last psychic was the most powerful, but this, in fact, is the most powerful. Oh, I'm gonna fall. Oh.
I mean, the side was whack. I agree with that. And to add a little thing about Supergirl to your complaint, Rain, or the person who's going to be Rain, Samantha, and her daughter.
That whole thing's confusing. I don't understand what's going on. I don't see. This is the reason. The reason why I chose Supergirl is because there still isn't really. I don't know what they're going for in terms of a long form story arc for this season. I'm still kind of.
That seems to be their thing.
Confused.
That's Supergirl's thing.
That to me, when it started, I thought that's what they were going for. I haven't really read up too much into it. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with the character, so I thought that this Rain character was going to have bigger implications for some, more important story or something. But then she was just in this episode. I guess they were kind of building her character.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in the way that I guess Arrow's been doing it, which I think Arrow's been doing it well, where they're able to build multiple storylines, and it still somehow all ties into what's going on in the episode and moves things forward. But Supergirl, right. I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't mean that in a good way.
Yeah, and Supergirl, I'm going to just put it out there. She's low-key the one that's got to go this week. But I'm gonna get to something else when we leave Supergirl.
Right.
But yeah, that's my problem with Supergirl. The thing with Sam's daughter, right? If y'all got kids out there, man, please tell your kids don't run into danger in order to prove a point. That's stupid. And that's like she ran into imminent danger, and I was like, okay, enough with this. I was like, this. I know she's a kid, but I'm like, kids are also afraid. Even if you think your mom has superpowers, you're gonna be scared to run into that situation. She's like, no, I'm gonna run. Meanwhile, this freaking wrecking ball is swinging in the air. I didn't get it. Then, as Isaiah Adams in the chat just said, you got your man Martian Sleep Hunter. That's what he's calling it. I'm gonna read a quote from Andrew Kreisberg, because we've said on this channel before that Martian Manhunter has been nerfed, if you will. And I'm going to read a quote from Andrew Kreisberg, who's the executive producer of Supergirl. So this is proof. When I say that, they know that they nerfed Martian Manhunter. You know this. So this quote is from an interview you did. I'm reading from comicbook.com. Yeah, you can go there and you can check it out. But what he said was the Martian Manhunter, this is a while back. This was back in February. He says the Martian Manhunter, he's so powerful that it's almost too powerful for a weekly series.
But they have
with all the things he could do. Hold on.
Okay.
If we really deployed him at his full comic book power arsenal, no one would be able to pull anything off of anybody.
But they got Superman on the show. Who's more powerful than Superman?
Hold on. He said, he's super strong. He can fly. He can phase through matter, and he can read minds. Good luck trying to pull one over on him. So they're aware that they nerf Martian Manhunter. Go ahead and look up that quote and see if I'm
okay.
lying.
There's a difference between nerfing a character, which is totally fine, and making him utterly useless.
True.
A huge difference.
True.
He's just useless.
Because I agree, from a narrative standpoint, you could even argue that Supergirl has been nerfed to a certain extent. It is her show, then don't get me wrong. So it should be about her. But, you're making other, why, my whole point is, he's on the show. You didn't have to put him on the show. And now that you whet my palate, you're not giving me what I need, man. This relationship don't feel fulfilled, man. You know what I mean? That's how I feel.
They can make him work.
And I know people in chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
What'd you say?
No, I said they can make him work. If they can make Superman work, I don't even mind that Supergirl is the most OP character on the show, even more powerful than Superman apparently. I don't even mind.
Yes, apparently, yes.
But come on, do something. He's interesting. Come on.
People over here talking about we need a Batman Superman team up show. Let's shift gears, okay? Because we brought up Batman. Let's shift gears. Let's skip Legends right now. Let's skip Flash for a hot second. Let's talk about Arrow, okay? They dropped Bruce Wayne's name. Okay, that's been big. That's the first they've done, Batman references in on Supergirl and definitely on Arrow before. but they never straight up verbally spoke Bruce Wayne's name, uttered his name. Bruce is probably like in Gotham, you know, watching it. He's probably like, yo, Oliver, keep my name out your mouth, okay? I'm the Batman.
I'm surprised the Batarang didn't just appear out of nowhere, like just someone throw it.
Imagine just throwing it to his
like a little note. It was just like, yo, put some respect on my name, Oliver.
But I just had to quick note about that. The Gotham Twitter account had to jump in like, last time I checked, Batman was still in Gotham. I was like, yeah, unfortunately. They just put bum ass Solomon Grundy on Gotham this week. I ain't even trying to get into that. But my man looked like Lurch from the Addams Family. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say on that. And I know people in the chat right now acknowledging that. Yeah. Jason Sotelo, what up, man? Sotelo, he shouted out a meme that we dropped about Solomon Grundy on our Twitter account at Hall of Spoilers. But Arrow was solid this week, man. Arrow was solid this week. I'm gonna put it out there right now. That's my one that's got to say. I agree with you. Supergirl is the one that's got to go. But Arrow, man, was solid this week. I like what they're doing with, you know, people's storylines. I like the fact that they resolved the whole he's not the Green Arrow thing, at least for now. Because I'm like, we've done this already on the show. We don't need to do this. Agent Watson is her name? I think that's her name. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The lady that came in? Oh, I'm not really sure.
Whatever her name is, Chad, you can help me out with that. Whatever her name is, she was straight up beasting in this episode. She was going and she was giving that. She had that like neck moving type of attack, bro. She's not playing any games, bro.
Oliver was like, I'm not Arrow, for real. She's like.
But I mean, I'm glad they put that to rest. Anatoly continues to surprise me as a villain, man. Like, I like the fact that, like, he has had every villain that gets a natural arc on these shows where they get a starting point somewhere early on in the series and it builds up to, you know, a more significant part. Deathstroke is a perfect example of that. Every time they do that, it works out well. Like, look at Anatoly. Anatoly has gone from, like, a likable cameo to somebody who, you know, can guest star somewhat regularly. And, like, honestly, be intimidating. Now, his whole spiel about being a good man was a little silly. He should have said something like, "Oh, I got honor. Like, I'm an honorable person. Like, I have values. I have a code." But still, it was pretty cool to have him kind of be the adversarial role. And but let's be honest, like, he was the villain of the week this week, except that, you know, it proved to kind of you know, show Oliver the situation he's in, which is like, I got my hands tied with people knowing my secret.
I think there's something else going on with Anatoly. I don't think we have the full story.
So?
I think it might be Richard Dragon shenanigans or something.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, he's kind of scorned. He's kind of scorned, and he is evil. But I think it's more than just Anatoly. Just like, that's it. I'm going full balls to the walls, just murdering everybody. Because personally, I don't know if I would entirely buy that. I understand he's a Russian gangster or whatever, but and Oliver broke his pact, but he's going a little extra. Like, I just get a feeling like there's something he's not telling us. Maybe he said, you know, because he said I'm an honorable man, you know, maybe he's just playing his role in this larger scheme with Black Siren and Richard Dragon or whatever else is going on in the background.
I mean, he did say that that he got kicked out of Russia. Maybe something has to do with that. Maybe something has to do with that, man. Maybe it all has to do with that. I don't know.
And we still don't know.
What do you guys in the chat think?
We still don't know who released that picture, because I ain't buying it. Obviously, all of us that are watching the show, we know that that's actually a real picture. It was not doctored.
Oh, that was definitely. I think it was a real picture. Yeah, agreed.
But what was that like? We still don't know what that's about, and that's kind of interesting. And I really love the way that the episode ended. Super hype. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna work out with you know, Diggle and his nerve damage or whatever, but I'm all here for Diggle being the Green Arrow. They can run with this for weeks if they want. And I'm not even saying that he should replace Oliver. I'm just saying, like, this is a cool thing to do, just to kind of have Oliver do his thing as the mayor, and then Diggle is leading the team. Like, I'm excited for that. It'll be interesting. And I thought he used in the next week's preview, it looked like he used the crossbow. I could be wrong.
Yeah, which is interesting, because I was like, he don't got the accuracy that Oliver has.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. But I mean, you know, with him and Dinah, like, Dinah's pressing him hard, and she got a good point.
She got a great reason.
Yeah, I mean, he got a degenerative issue with his shoulder. I'm grabbing my shoulder like I got it, but he got a degenerative issue with his shoulder because he got some shrapnel. And we kind of talked about that when we saw the explosion on the island. We were like, "Dang, Diggle looked like he got caught in that." So that kind of makes sense. Mr. BP 2001 in the chat said Bruce Wayne leaked that picture. But to get back to Dinah and Diggle, I wanted to read a quote that I found from TV Line, because me and you and people in the chat and the Spectacular Spoiler League at large, we kind of were wondering whether or not there was something going on between Dinah and Diggle in terms of like a romantic sense, because they were looking at each other a little, googly eyes, like in the first episode. And today she's kind of been on his case. So I caught an interview from TVLine.com, right? And they're talking to I want to say her name right, Juliana Harkavy.
Yes.
Or Harkavy, who plays Dinah Drake in Arrow. And TV Line asked the question, first and foremost, can you clear the air on the vibe we're now getting off of Dinah and Diggle, such as what we saw last week? And she commented saying, I've been hearing a lot of rumors about that, seeing people have a lot of theories. Yeah, Dinah and Diggle are friends. Dinah and Diggle are almost best friends. Or at least for Dinah, Diggle is her best friend. She's his family. Or she's his family. She's an intense person and she's pissed about what he's hiding. So her intensity shines through even more. Anytime you have two actors in an intense space, it could seem like something else. But no, I can assure everyone that Dinah's intentions towards Diggle are pure and vice versa. So all y'all shipping Diggy, like I'm talking about like
Diggy Simmons.
I'm talking about Diggy Simmons, man. Everybody on Run's house. Everybody shipping Diggle and Black Canary. You can keep doing it, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. Also, Lila, man. I mean, Lila, we can't be doing that to her. Yeah. They got a kid too. Come on, y'all.
And look, we all know if Diggle did that, that would hurt Diggle the most.
That would hurt Diggle the most.
Listen,
he's fought hard to get back Lila.
Also, let's clear the air. We know here that black men never cheat. Okay, so that's just not gonna happen on this show.
I don't. All right, everybody. All right, because me laughing just made that sound super bad. Okay.
Diggle will be faithful till the end of the show. So it's just not gonna happen. You guys gotta stop.
Crazy Gaming says he wants Oliver and Dinah, which, I mean, I can tell y'all right now, there's been some set photos and this has been promo images that have been leaked. Olicity is definitively back. Okay, whether or not they can do that right is still up for question. But Diggle is the Green Arrow, everybody. I have to bring that back. Diggle is the Green Arrow, or will be the Green Arrow. He's probably not gonna have the mantle for long. The show is called Arrow, but I will say with Stephen Amell and with Oliver Queen on the show, it does seem like they're leaning towards an angle where he may not be the Green Arrow anymore. I don't think they intend the season to be the last season, and it's probably not gonna be unless some issue happens with ratings. But I mean, like at this point, I'm kind of like, what? Like unless William dies, like what else? Like how is he gonna not be the Green Arrow anymore? Like how else is he gonna continue being the Green Arrow rather? Because he has all these problems, and it's like,
wait,
I keep thinking to myself, like logically, why would he still continue to be the Green Arrow?
Okay, what do they call the vigilante? Is he called the Arrow, or is he officially called the Green Arrow?
Where have you been for the last like 2 seasons?
I don't know. I just the Green Arrow, the Hood.
He's been. Remember that intro where he was like, I have to be someone else. I have to be something else. I have to be the Green Arrow.
Okay,
from that season.
I'm just saying
that's season 4 from.
But I'm saying the paparazzi and everyone else. That's what they officially call him. The people on the news, the Green Arrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My man, DeepBoy's been asleep.
I just want to confirm. I just want to confirm. That's all. Because I was about to have a way out, but if that's the Green Arrow and Diggle's gonna be the Green Arrow, then I don't think Ollie can be any other type of character, honestly.
Pretty much, man. But let's shift gears to some other shows, man. Because I said
there's one. You go ahead.
I said Supergirl was my one's got to go by a hair, but the runner-up was the Flash this week, bro. I hate to say it, it was real close.
I see some people a little bit upset with the Flash in the chat, and honestly, I probably didn't think it was as bad as you thought. And
it wasn't bad.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure I know why people didn't like it, and it's probably for the reasons like that reason. I actually kind of enjoyed this episode.
it's not my reason, and the reason we're alluding to is a lot of people's problems with Iris. I don't have this inherent problem. I want to make that clear with Iris. Like, I feel like she has more potential, but go on.
Yeah, no, I mean, the whole couples therapy thing, and they were actually trying to talk things out. I actually didn't think that was that bad. I know people are probably going to disagree with me on that because it seems like they don't like Iris anymore.
Yeah, people don't like Iris. Some people don't like Iris. Yeah.
But again, I thought it was well done, or done well enough, I think. Sure. I mean, it was somewhat realistic, where it's just like, hey, you were gone for like 6 months, and we're just gonna act like, hey, everything's good now.
Sure.
And I didn't know if you were alive, if you were dead, and I was here trying to be strong, trying to lead the team. I thought I was alright with it, and I even like that they poked fun a little bit at the fact that I think the psychiatrist, what is it, the counselor?
In here, y'all.
You got it.
I got yo. Yo, I'm like a ninja. I should be the Green Arrow. Thank you for hitting that theme music. I appreciate that because I was gonna do it myself, yo.
But no, I was saying I thought it was kind of funny when the counselor basically commented. They were just like, "How many people do you know that have died?" They named off like 8 characters, and they're like, "Oh, you guys got some serious trauma." Like, just kind of poking fun at the fact that all these people keep dying, all these crazy things happen, and they just go around like living as if everything's normal and everything. But that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I think, listen, my biggest problem with this episode, it just honestly didn't really all click, and I didn't really care too much for the villain Kilgore. I mean, is it me, or did the villain not look like this dude from My Name is Earl? I mean,
first of all, let me just acknowledge people in the chat calling me the Hazy Arrow and the Black Arrow. I'll take it.
Oh.
So I just want to point that out. Secondly, I'm pretty sure I found your man Kilgore working at Geek Squad or something at the Best Buy, whatever, like around my house. Like, that guy looked like I just wasn't feeling Kilgore. Like, I didn't care for his motive. I know people screw you over, and you get powers and you go after your enemies. Like, that's the villain trope. Once you get powers, you're like, oh, I'm gonna make everyone who ever hurt me pay. But I'm just like, yo. If there's one that's got to go, it's bum ass Kilgore. Get out.
It was hard to take him serious. And also, what else has got to go? Freaking 1-1-1 day. 1-1-1 day, that's got to go. Saint Shaquille O'Neal Day. They really tried to pull that off as a joke. That's got to go. That's got to go. And all this talk about Schmoopy. I don't know if you caught that in the episode. All that dialogue has got to go.
But the Iris and Flash stuff this week could stay. Like, a lot of people are upset about Iris and her getting limelight and her seemingly being on Barry about stuff. But like you said, they did it well to comedic effect. It's just, for me, like, it was really the villain of the week that didn't get me. Also, like that Easter egg where Barry looked at a newspaper and saw that Oliver Queen was outed as the Green Arrow. I thought that was a nice Easter egg there. But I mean, I just wasn't really feeling the main villain. Like, the whole, like, you left me thing from Iris sort of makes sense. Yeah. But I will point out, Iris, like, I know, like, you're very well entitled to feel how you feel, Iris. Like, I feel you on that. But you also have to remember, like, the city was literally getting ripped apart. Now, Barry, you on the run for just being like, Iris, I gotta go. I gotta do this. You should have been like, yo, I gotta go to the Speed Force. The city is gonna get ripped apart if I don't. But I trust you guys to find a way to get me out. That's what he should have said. Not like you gotta keep running, Iris. I know that the whole Speed Force thing was like, he thought someone had to be in the Speed Force, but you got a team around you. Just say something like, listen, do your best to get me out. Like, help me out. I know he wanted her to move on. I know he wanted her to be happy, but like, Iris's anger is totally and holistically justified in that respect. So leave Iris alone. On to Legends of Tomorrow, DeepBoyce.
I like how they call the villain Earl Gore. I'm going with that. I like that.
That's a good one. That is a good one, y'all. Everybody in the chat being mad and creative. But let's move on to Legends, man.
Yeah.
Legends of Tomorrow is not like at the bottom.
Yeah, it got
like it was last.
It got a get out of jail free card.
Yes, because it was so dumb that I was cracking up. Like, I was just like, these people are idiots. Like, this is what Legends is going for. They're trying to feel like the lighthearted, jokey nature of these shows. I mean, Flash used to be the lighthearted show of choice. Supergirl, to a lesser extent, is more or less the same way. But Legends of Tomorrow has kind of like really stepped into its prime as being more comedic. And I ain't gonna front, I laughed. P.T. Barnum as a villain, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as Julius Caesar last episode. But
Billy Zane did a good job, though.
What'd you say?
Billy Zane, who played P.T. Barnum. I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, Billy Zane hammed it up in the perfect way. And just like I said, like them trying, I wasn't laughing at the show. I was laughing with them because they were doing things that was intentionally supposed to be fun. Okay. You know, and I appreciate that. Bum ass citizen.
No, he was still a bum.
Yo, there's the door. There's the door. You got it. Look at my head. Look where I'm looking. Go to the door. You gotta go. Okay.
I mean,
I still felt bad for him this episode.
I was gonna say you're right about him taking the place of Ray Palmer, because a couple years ago that was Ray Palmer getting played like that, and now it's Citizen Steel. My man going for donuts comes back. It's like, yo, where'd she go? And she didn't just leave. She went to she went to a different time period, like,
and a different continent.
How did she even do that without the Wave Rider? How did she do that? Anybody?
You know, that's a good question. I don't. Maybe. Oh, she went to Rip. I think she went to Rip.
Oh, okay.
Because she commented later that Rip told her that, you know, because she hadn't stayed in 2017 for long enough, that the anachronism, or I shouldn't say the anachronism, the whole time issue that would have occurred with her staying in 2017 never solidified. Do like that they reference current day Vixen, but you know, the actress who plays her, Megalyn Echikunwoke, if I pronounced that right, it seems like she's still unavailable, so we may not see her for a little bit. But I mean, it was it was a good episode in that respect. I was laughing.
Yeah. Also, shout out
Jackson H.
I was gonna say
Jackson H. No, my bad. Jackson H. He said, "Y'all catch the circus strongman was Bawana Beast." I did not catch that.
No,
I don't even know who that is.
I'm gonna need some explanation on that one.
Yeah, I gotta do some research. Probably a comic book character, I'm thinking. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was saying shout outs to Katie Lotz. She does a fantastic job with her choreography. Yeah,
because a lot of it I think is her.
Yeah.
You know, and you see her. There's videos on the internet of her practicing, and she's good. But I mean, Ray Palmer, man, they still making him look mad stupid. That whole thing with Saber-Tooth Tiger, he's like, I gotta calibrate my shrink rate type of thing. I'm like, yo, Citizen Steel, why are you opening the door though? There's a tiger in there, fam. What is you doing, man?
And then I don't understand how they were when they revealed Ray Palmer and Jackson as the conjoined twins. They were gonna go along with this act. They weren't even like they had their hands like intertwined. It's not even like they were tied or anything. They could have just up and bounced and ran away or something. Does Ray Palmer does he not have like his suit anymore? Can he like use his? Because his suit was automated at some point, wasn't it?
I don't think it was automated. I think he had it shrunken down, but on his person. You know what I mean? But the whole thing, even the notion that they're in a bar and we're gonna get to that in a second. Even the notion that they're in a bar in 1870, it's like, why are you guys just chilling in the time getting drinks? Like, you could step on a fly and change the whole future. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to me. By the way, somebody said Bawana Beast is like a Tarzan character. I don't know.
Is he like Animal Man or Beastmaster?
I guess. I don't know, man. But you know, I want an explanation.
I just hope it's gonna get old if they keep repeating the whole thing of like, oh, it's a category 1, and then throughout the episodes, it's a category 9, it's a category 20, it's a category 100.
But I do like the notion that they're screwing things up, and you get an idea, you get a quantification of how badly they're screwing things up. But I brought up 1870 because I want to say something to y'all. As a black man, Jax. Mm-hmm. How you gonna recommend wanting to go to 1870, bro? Wisconsin in 1870, bro. It's 1870. Do you have any idea what our people were going through during that time? Listen, I'm not going. If I'm time traveling, I'm not going anywhere before like 1980. Okay. And I'm not even going to 1980 New York, which is where I live right now, because New York got mad crime in it.
Yeah.
Like time to you're a black man. How you gonna go to DeepBoyce, how you gonna go to 1870 Wisconsin and recommend it? I would be like, yo, guys, we got a level 1 anachronism in 1870 Wisconsin. Y'all go. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna make us some food. Let me know if anything comes up. Stein, you staying back too? Because if they need Firestorm back up, we staying here. Because every time we separate, something bad happens.
You got me. I don't know what to tell you.
Ain't nothing you can say, bro. It's the truth.
I feel the same exact way.
It's the truth.
At least in that part of the world.
And they've acknowledged that, like, you know, racial issues before on the show, but, you know, I guess they're just like I said, they've gone full on campy, so they're just like, all right, we're just gonna do whatever we want to do. But Predator Magnus says Wisconsin was okay around that time. You want to go? You want to go, Predator Magnus? Because I'm not going. Okay. Over the line and such. Over the line doesn't mean anything to me. It's 1870. Okay. I don't even know where Wisconsin is. I'm not trying to go there.
It's kind of cold up there.
I don't know where it is.
Midwest.
I'm not going.
It's in the Midwest.
It's the Midwest. That's the frontier, man. Things were happening in the frontier in 1870. In 1870, come on, keep it real, brother. Keep it real, Predator Magnus. I'm just saying. But I mean, to wrap things up, Legends of Tomorrow wasn't that bad. Malbus seems to be a main player this season. We saw Vixen's sister get revived. I'm blanking on her name at the moment.
Kwasa.
Kwasa, thank you. Kwasa is back.
Kuwabara.
And there's some people theorizing that Malbus is Vixen, like a future version of corrupted Vixen, because she's going through something right now. You know, I'm not sure about that, but it's interesting thought, and I'll leave it at that.
Interesting. No, I agree. One's got to go is Supergirl. One's got to stay Arrow.
Yes, sir.
I think this one's got to go
let us
is
know.
in the books.
Let us know in the comments, y'all. What is your one's got to go this week? What is your one that's got to stay this week? And what did you think of Arrowverse week 2 overall? What did you think about what me and DeepBoyce are saying? And thank you guys in the live chat for coming out and hanging out in the stream. We'll see you guys in the next one. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Do it. Now you see my face this time. So if you don't do it, you're lying to my face. If you watch this and you see this and you don't do this, you're lying to my face. If you think I think, you press the subscribe button. Press it. Turn on notifications so you can be up to date with the latest and greatest coming from the Spectacular Spoiler League. And drop us a like so we can get this video out there to recruit more leaguers to El Causo. We'll see you guys next week, 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on youtube.com/spectacular spoiler league. Almost messed that up. For our Arrowverse week in review. One's got to go weekly, baby. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.